both the first Chancellor who is outgoing and the second Chancellor who is incoming. We also have the Vice Chancellor, University of the Sacred Heart, Gulu, Reverend Father Dr. We also have members of the University Council in the Chancellor's possession. We also have members of the Senate. We have the Deans of Faculty of Arts and Management Science. We also have the Dean of Faculty Social Sciences. We have the Academic Registrar. We also have the Coordinator Research. Let's continue standing as the Chancellor takes their position. I request that we continue standing as
University. I therefore request you to publicly declare your acceptance of this responsibility as Chancellor of University of Sacred Heart, Gulu.
Incoming Chancellor Nawi.
I, Archbishop Raphael Wokorach, accept my responsibilities as the Chancellor of University of the Sacred Heart, Gulu. I pledge that I shall exercise my duties and responsibilities over the University in accordance with the provisions of University of the Sacred Heart, Gulu Statute, and other relevant legal provisions.
Before we go with other things, behold the new Chancellor of the University. He will now be presented with other instruments of power. The statute that governs the University of the Sacred Heart, that also shows he will be the legislator in this university. So now he's going to be seated so that he will get all this when he's on his chair. By his predecessor. That's the statute that will guide him to guide us in the university. Then there is also the statute that governs universities and tertiary institutions of the Republic of Uganda, Act of 2004. 2001, sorry. The next thing now that we are going to give to him is the mace. Yes. Which now is the power of his legislation, and when the mace is around, he's around also. The mace has been presented to him. The next one, since this is his home and the compound, he is the one who has all the key which can open all the buildings of the university. Now the key is being presented to him. Now he will be presented with the flag of the university. This is the flag, so that it's like this is standard. which everybody knows. When you see this flag, you see Chancellor Most Reverend Raphael Wokorach. That is his flag, which has also got the logo. So that's the flag with the logo of the university.
Love, the sun, and the peace, and the heart of the university. Green is hope, and the black is we, the citizens who are here.
So now, having installed him, the new Chancellor now has taken his seat, and now the chairman of the council, represented by his deputy, proclaims something. Let's listen.
As chairman of the University Council of the University of the Secretary Gulu, I confirm His Grace Archbishop Raphael Wokorach, who has been duly appointed and installed as the second Chancellor of the University of the Secretary Gulu on this second day of May 2025.
In its curriculum development alongside diverse academic programs. We realize that the acquisition of knowledge and skills without proper development and formation of the mind and heart of the individual can impede development in society. This gap in our education is the foundation for things like corruption, unethical behavior in the society, decay, and poor development. University of Sacred Heart was therefore established to address these challenges and others. I appeal to you, the University of Sacred Heart of Gulu, and all the stakeholders to uphold the principle upon which the university was established. Proper development and formation of the mind and heart of the individual should be integrated in all academic programs and community engagement activities. I want to thank the University of Sacred Heart Gulu Council. I worked with you for steering the university in the right direction to achieve the vision and the mission of the university. I also thank the Vice Chancellor and the staff of the university for the good works they are doing. Maybe not only they are doing, but they have been doing to promote growth and development in the university. I urge you to continue this commitment to the serving of this university and the people at large. University of Sacred Heart Gulu has made significant progress in academics and community engagement in its establishment. In 2016, many students have graduated from this university. As the Vice Chancellor had already told you, 3 graduations have taken place. And I hear they are doing well. I'm proud to learn that Those who pass through this university have demonstrated a difference in the society by upholding the core values of University of the Sacred Heart of Gulu. The University of Sacred Heart of Gulu should continue to work with the people because it was established for the cause of the people, and it must work with the people and for the people. It should also work with them. I thank all those institutions and individuals that have offered opportunities to staff and students for further studies or given assistance to the university. I urge you to continue, people of God, fellow humanity. The general public is encouraged to build a strong relation with the university for the benefits of the people and the university. I encourage parents and guardians to send their children to the university to get all-round education and develop into good citizens. I thank the various partners with whom we have worked, who have supported the University of Sacred Heart of Gulu. Finally, I want to thank the President of the Republic of Uganda and the entire government for the support given towards the development of this University of Sacred Heart of Gulu. Thank you, President. I know you have a heart for this university, and you can still do more to support it. I would have loved to address to you, why don't you take one of the constructions here in this university to support what we are doing here for the good of this country. This university is a partner in implementing government mandate to educate its citizens. The university will continue to liaise with the government in this endeavor. I want to thank all of you who are here and those through you who will have heard about this university. May the Almighty God bless you all. Since we are within Easter season, I also wish all of you Easter blessings. Happy Easter. For whom could I say this except for God and my country? God bless you all. Thank you.
But also now let me go a bit with it now. Strange, even the dress. You know, I was chair of Governing Council of Tangaza College, Nairobi for 9 years. And I always dodged wearing this gown. But today you caught me. I had one when I was the chair of UMO. I think twice. Graduation ceremonies there. So they also dressed me in this. We know the reason. We are now in academic setting. This is the issue. I must say that I am not an academic. I'm not an academician, but I've always worked in environments that were full of academic works, activities. I've come to like drilling in why education. Why education? I may not have the complete answer, but I feel hopeful and joyous to see where institutions of learning are emerging. And it is for this reason now that I say I'm happy to be part of the history of this institution of learning, University of the Sacred Heart, Gulu. By virtue of my office as Archbishop of Gulu Archdiocese, I take all activities with regards to education as pastoral activity. And I'd like us to consider this as important as we engage in the various sectors of education, be it primary, secondary, or tertiary, and now university. It is a mission for us. It is a mission for us. A mission because the church believes in education. The church believes that true and lasting transformation of people can come only through education. But here we are talking not of any kind of education. May I say, we are talking about Christian or even Catholic education. From the time of St. Augustine in the 4th and 5th century, the love for Catholic education was made central in the activities of the church. And as a matter of church, all over the world then, there were universities, colleges established to prepare citizens who can go and serve in the name of God. Transform the world with knowledge and technology. We can say here we are enjoying the fruits of those kind of initiatives, long-lasting. Over the years, of course, things changed, and the educational institutes or institutions multiplied, especially in the Middle Ages. And as they multiplied, quality of education was also affected. So many universities emerged without proper supervisions. Some universities were started without any special vocation. So much so that at the end, we have multiple certificates, but little pay. This is not what we hope for. The University of the Sacred Heart must be a university with a vocation, called to fulfill a mission. And if indeed we love it, we must embrace the vocation. For it is not right that we start a university like any other. There is a philosopher called William of Ockham, with this principle of parsimony. He said it is not necessary to multiply beings. Don't multiply beings without necessity. Don't even multiply universities without necessity. We must feel that is necessary, that there is a proper course, that it is a university that is unique, and that uniqueness must come forth, must come out. Bring it out. For it is the goodness that we want to give to the humanity, that uniqueness, the core business, This is what we pray for. Recently, we engaged our partners in all areas of education in the Archdiocese, and we are reflecting on the state of education in our region, and especially in our Archdiocese, under the theme, Evangelization through Education. And there we wanted to remind ourselves that proper evangelization cannot take place without proper education. Proper education. And by education we mean education, bringing out the best of the person in order to serve humanity as we desire. We walk this path and we search together to strengthen it. We need to carry forth the Catholic philosophy of education. In the document that was given us by St. John Paul II, Ex Corde Ecclesia, it is the apostolic constitution regarding Catholic colleges and universities in order to safeguard what Catholic education means. We desire that. And as a university in this document, we are reminded that the niche of Catholic education is humanities. The central point is humanities. The kind of education that touches the human person. The kind of education that puts a human person at the center. A certain thinker, Alasdair MacIntyre, encourages us to think of all schools as a community which makes for excellence of character. Excellence of character. Catholic and Christian schools ought to be such a community. Not only in its rhetoric, but also in its ideals. There are those who are involved in Catholic education who fail to see its benefits. Here in Uganda, we see the signs that educational institutions primarily are turning out into business-like entities, like any other business entity. They count on the numbers of students and compete for that in order to make more money. They even can compromise the performance by cheating in exams, because the results in the examinations are those things that matter. Primarily a business entity. This is far from what we expect. And our minds should be clear from this. We cannot design any school, any educational institution to work along this line. Yes, we need money, but money is not at the center. At the center is the soul of the person we are forming and we are educating. We experience in Uganda as well that sometimes the Catholic education is considered to be a sectarian tradition set in a wider culture. In some of the conversations we have been having with our partners, government, they make us feel that your system is sectarian. But I must say that it is not so. For anyone who understands the philosophy of education of the Catholic tradition, it is far beyond. And I say why. The reason being, all education in the Catholic system must train honest citizens, civilized citizens, because we believe that we want to prepare them for heaven. Heaven does not accept dishonest people. And so if we train people who are dishonest, it means we are not preparing them for heaven. And for us, this is crucial. This is what the government should believe in. And indeed, we should believe in it. Besides, when we train our people along this line, we shall enjoy the fruits of good service in the society. We shall enjoy peace in the society. The Vice Chancellor reminded us of the social struggles we have. How we have a lot of unhealthy competitions even at workplaces. Besides the culture of corruption that is rooted now so much in our society. I must say that we Ugandans, we are all hostages of corruption. It is hard to know who is the innocent person, either in terms of omission or commission of corruption. We are hostages. No one has the guts to try to stop it with courage. We have lost trust in our structures. And this is not done by people who have not gone to school. These are people who have gone to higher institutions of learning. People who are holding being certificates, masters, PhDs, and so forth. Why is it so? We must now say, what kind of education do we want? How I wish that the Sacred Heart University truly becomes the sign of revolution of the system of education where the human person's heart undergoes the heart surgery. According to the spirituality of Prophet Ezekiel, I remove the heart of stone and place the heart of flesh. Heart surgery. We need it. But a good education can do that. A good education can do that. Any kind of education that will whitewash it, I think it is just something else. It is my prayer that the Sacred Heart University is not going to be one of such schools which does not care about making the heart surgery in the transformation of the human person. Because to attain peace, reconciliation, and all the values of the kingdom of God, there's nothing else we can do except the conversion of the heart. And this must come if it is to stand. And if it doesn't stand, I think it is better to close it. Because we shall be multiplying the mosquitoes to increase the malaria of corruption. Do we need more of that? I don't think. So it is my prayer. That is a beautiful project, but let us commit ourselves to stand by its own spirit, the spirit behind it. The spirit behind it. Transformation of societies come through good education. And when we say good, we mean good. Not because you have so many first grades or first class bachelors or whatever distinctions, but good because it has transformed and built a character. A character. The Catholic Church is committed to that, and we must follow that. And I pray that all our partners, we try to enter deeply into this spirit, indeed to make a difference in the journey, to make a difference in our institutions. We know that we are facing so many challenges of one kind or another. We have the structural challenges, which the Vice Chancellor mentioned, and those of you who were for the dinner last night, we saw the big dream. We call it the elephant, which has to be, what you said, slaughtered, skinned, or something of the kind. But one word was missing. I was waiting for it. Slaughtered, skinned, and roasted. We like to also to eat it. We must go forward and enjoy the fruits. So it will call upon us as church, as partners, to look into all this so that this dream really becomes true. And of course, we may consider what even my founder, Daniel Komboni, always held as dear. He was a champion in the mission. And he considered that in the mission, there are three important things to consider to make the mission successful. You need money, you need men, and the cross. These are the three legs, the triad. Money, man, and the cross. So our faith comes in to help us administer and manage the human and the financial resources. I will call it, more than finances, the economy. The economy. We need to be economists, and we need to prepare economists. Today's world needs so many managers, so many programs of management, and it is not bad. But we mismanage more than before, even, I think, most of our projects and institutions. In spite of all these preparations, mismanagement is part of the challenges, though a lot of studies are done in management. Am I exaggerating? I don't know. But we need to look at it, Management, I would call it more economy. Why the economy? Because, it is the word that comes from God himself. A word that reveals the mind of God himself for humanity. Economy comes from the Greek words oikos and nomos. Oikos means household. Nomos means rule, normative, normation, rules. The rule of the household. And the household is a peaceful one when managed well. And we are talking about peace. And so if we are economists, then we shall move forward with our university. May we say all the managers from today on, you change your titles to become economists. So that we know that we are taking care of the household of God.
The person who is not smiling, I'll only take the legs.